Submission is about you being powerful yourself, but giving in to somebody else's authority within the understanding that you are also a human being who deserves respect, who deserves above all to be loved and treated with compassion.
Yes.
Because if we should go right back to that Ephesians 5:22, even though I don't really want to get all churchy about this, I don't want to get all biblical about this, but since a lot of people always quote religion and all kinds of things, it's a double-barreled instruction. Wives, submit to your own husbands, and husbands, love your wives. Love them like you would love yourselves. Just like Christ laid down his life for the church. Love your wife. What it means essentially is sacrifice for your wife. I think the burden of compliance lies more with the man than with the woman. When you look at the animal world, a pride of lions, for instance, you see that there's always the alpha male, there's always the big bad lion in the midst, the one that controls the pride, the one that everybody else, every other lion submits to within that pride, the lionesses and other lions. If you look at the chimp family, chimpanzees, that's the ape family, if you like, you see that there's always that big bad ape. Okay, the huge ones.
Like King Kong.
Yeah, who knock the living BS out of anybody that messed with them. They would assert themselves.
Dominance.
They would dominate every single other ape, both females and males. And every ape will fall in line and submit to them. I'm taking you on a journey. Now, if you look at the human family, thousands of years ago, when we were living like animals, there were alpha males who were like apes, strong, brutish, savage, who would knock the living, bleeding daylight out of anyone that got in the way. And every other human, male, female, child, will fall right into line. And this woman, maybe not always one, okay? They would have communities like tribes or families or groups, rather. I think groups is the right word. So each group had a warrior like that, a leader like that would go and hunt for food with a band of other warriors.
The provider?
Yeah, provider. And also a defender who would defend the group, the tribe. And other humans, men and women, including children, would submit to him. Why? Because he was powerful. Now, submission was tied to power. Submission was tied to strength.
Yeah.
Was tied to size. Was tied to ability. And the human family started growing like that. Leadership was attached to power. And power demanded submission.
Feminism believes that women deserve as much as men deserve. That's equality.
But is it though?
It is.
Feminism
It is.
as
It
a
is
principle, as a concept is about equality, but as a practice, it's become more of
when you talk about
misandry.
I am a feminist.
Okay.
Because I do believe that if a man is getting something that I'm worthy of getting, I should also get it if I work for it.
Okay.
I shouldn't believe you should treat me less because I'm a woman. Now, I think there is something about this that I need to point out. Coming from, where women have always been placed in history, where women are seen as, you should be below a man. Like some men go around saying every woman should be underneath a man. Because you're a man, you're automatically worth more than a woman. It's coming from a place where the gender who is believed to have the power.
That's what I was saying, that weak men hid under the umbrella of the power attached to the male gender. A man has to get married. He goes to his in-laws and they bring to him an entire list of arms and legs that he has to provide. Let's say he's a struggling man, an average man. He goes through hell to try and do these things. He does those things. And then his in-laws, after taking all of these things from him, they still expect him to be a part of the family. I remember before he even gets married, he might already have responsibilities around him from his family members. Now, this man is staggering under huge responsibilities from his family, now his wife, and the extended family, and then his immediate own family. And this man is carrying all of this. And this man has a wife who believes, now we're talking about patriarchy, right? Who believes it's his duty to do everything in the house. You know your husband is a mechanic. This man lifts tons of weight in iron every single day, right? And you have no sympathy. No sympathy. Yeah, no sympathy for the man. And the woman actually adds to the problems. Like some women,
you're
typically,
trying to make this villainize.
I'm telling you about the trauma of a man. Now, this man comes home into his house after fighting demons outside. He expects that this home should be a place where there's this thing that they say that no, obla, bueze, na koya. Every bird is a king in its nest. So a man expects that after all the traumatizing experience, that my home should be where, even though I am belittled outside because I'm a mechanic.
Peace.
I'm belittled outside because I am a conductor. I am belittled outside. I expect that my home is where I can get my humanity.
Picture you're trying to paint.
And I can see my humanity. I can feel like a human being. And he expects that his wife should bring food and place on the table for him and
why
serve
shouldn't
him.
he get that?
That's
no.
That's the thing.